What's up guys, time for another creator interview. This time we have Chris Redwalker 6, who you may know from such levels as Guardian of the Ground, the Butterfly of the Moonlight, the Lion of Raging Fire, none of which have been team picked, which I think is criminal.
Yes, it is a bit crazy that none of his levels have been team picked.
His levels are crazy intricate.
Yeah, he's like the Grandmaster of Architecture in the Big Planet.
Of 16 layers.
Yes, because they're all really, really amazing. Definitely check them out. We've got a few playthrough levels of his levels.
Yeah. Anyway, he's Japanese and I doubt his name is Chris, but konnichiwa. I'm playing him again because reasons. Stanley's going to ask me questions. So is everyone ready?
I'm ready.
You have to say hi.
No, I'm not doing that. So, what is your favourite LBP game in the series and why?
Well, unsurprisingly, he says LBP3 because I had 16 layers to make levels more real, and boy does he use them.
Yes, because as you can see on screen by now, he really makes the most out of these 16 layers. They are really impressive. So, what is your favourite and most useful creator tool and why?
I often depend on the camera angle tool. He uses the mechanism not often, so he uses the camera angle tool to take care of good angles to make people see good scenery. That makes sense.
That's true, the camera does move around a bit in his levels and it makes it seem so much more epic.
Yeah, well that's what he says. He knows that the angle can make a scene. So he doesn't want to put it in an angle that would ruin the scenery that he's spent so much time creating.
Ah, so that's good. So he's mastered the camera as well then, I guess. So where do you get your inspirations from for your creations? Because they're all very varied, but all very ruin-like, aren't they?
He says that's a very difficult question because even he doesn't know. He just likes to make things that are beautiful. So it's kind of like painting. Art, I guess. That's what he said.
Oh, okay. Huh. It's just like painting on, but he's like 3D painting.
Yes. Sculpting.
Sculpting, yes. Sculpting. So, how long does it typically take to plan and make a level?
He said maybe less than a month. The quickest he's done it is in less than a week.
Wow, that's impressive for the level of detail his levels.
Yeah. But he says if he spends one whole day making one, it'll probably be too short. And
oh wow.
He says that the bits that take most of the time are the first area, like in Guardian of the Ground, where the boat floats. The scenery takes time because that's the concept for the rest of the level, basically. So I guess that's where he's working out.
Well, I'm not surprised it takes time because you have to work through all 16. He's pretty much utilizes 16 layers in every aspect of the whole level.
But I mean, you say that, but it says it takes him less than a month, which is insane, considering what he does.
Right? Because lots of thought goes into it, I'm sure, and still, that's quite fast. So, how do you normally go about making a level then? What is your level making process?
He comes up with a theme first, and he says that's what's important for making levels, because they don't exist without a concept. The theme is the concept and the base, and that leads into what the level will be. He doesn't explain it much because all he needs to create is the concept. It relates to everything else in the level, so once there's a definite concept, then he can go ahead and finish the level properly.
So I guess sort of the final creature at the end is sort of more like a trophy thing rather than anything important in that process. So, which is harder to make, the scenery in the levels or the final creature?
He says the scenery because he's always exhausted by the time he makes the final creatures, so it's harder that way.
Oh, okay. I would have thought the final creature took quite a lot of effort, but I guess the whole thing takes a lot of effort already,
so
doesn't it?
So does that mean the final creature is his worst work because he's exhausted by it? Do you know what I mean?
Could potentially be, yes.
That's crazy.
And they're already very impressive.
They're better than anything we could do.
Yes, that is very true.
At our best, at peak.
So what is your favourite level that you have made yourself?
He said the Guardian of the Ground because he loves running around in the forest especially, and he made it with all the skills that he learned so far.
Oh, okay.
That's like his magnum opus.
That's true. I've also seen that he's made like a gallery kind of level of his levels, which is kind of cool.
That's pretty dope.
And he's even got like a coming. Well, it's not really. There's like more to come sooner section. This is quite pretty cool. He's made like a museum for his own levels.
Yeah.
So that's a really nice level as well. So any tips for budding creators?
It's simple. Just make something you want, just like me. Skills will come after. Something that we did not find.
No, we are having trouble with that.
The skills are still coming.
That methodology.
They're somewhere behind us.
Yes, very far behind us. So what is the next thing that you are working on?
I'm planning to make a level where you freely walk in a town like a wonderful day, not a ruin, he says.
Oh wow. Well, I'm quite used to him putting up ruins.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen some place that isn't ruined. Just a normal place that's still buzzing around.
So definitely look forward to that. It's going to be a much different sort of theme to what you're used to from Chris Walker 6, but I'm sure it's going to be just as amazing. So let's see. What other features or tools do you wish existed in LBP?
He says nothing in particular, but he would like to play ruin levels with a real first-person viewpoint.
That seems very demanding of
yeah, but we know there are first-person views in LBP.
That's true.
They just don't work very well.
Yeah, they're not
kind of
that great. Sometimes they're not very great. Yeah, but
And he says that the reason he wants it is because it would fit in with the atmosphere more. So because LBP is about angles, and the angle that we see is not enough to immerse you. Like the angle, like that side-on view, I'm guessing he's saying that it's not enough to immerse you in the world that he's trying to create.
Oh, wow. So sounds like you know, he's got lots more concepts that are beyond the capabilities of LBP. So what would you like to see more of in LBP?
I often take time making levels in LBP3. I want to play community levels, but it's really fun creating. So I'm guessing he doesn't really have time to see what... He doesn't really play the game.
Yeah, he doesn't really play the levels.
Play.
Yeah, he just creates amazing pieces of guts, because it probably takes a lot of his time just to make his levels.
Yeah.
So that's probably why he's preoccupied with that. So I guess he doesn't have that much demands of the community at the moment. So, you know, we spoke earlier about him having thoughts of concepts beyond the capability of LBP. So what do you think about Dreams for Media Molecules, and will you be getting it?
He says, yeah, I do want it, but I don't have a PS4 yet. I'm really looking forward to it, because it looks like the first person viewpoint I wish for. And I wonder if it's possible to make real texture, because it looks like a soft woolly world.
So it seems like to realise all his dreams is to get Dreams for Chris Walker 6. So we'll be looking forward to that when Chris Walker 6 moves on to Dreams. So who are your favourite creators?
Well, he says, as he said before, he doesn't really play much, so he doesn't know that many creators. But one of the ones he admires is qwert __ because he says he's not good at mechanisms, but his abilities are very complicated and accurate.
Ah, cool. So I'm assuming that is also the creator he would wish for us to interview next.
Yeah.
So definitely go check them out. We thank Chris Walker 6 so much for doing this interview with us.
Arigato.
Yes, there were some issues with translation and stuff, so hopefully we conveyed his thoughts and answers accurately. And we hope you check out Chris Walker 6's lbp.me profile and queue up his levels, because they are amazing and you should definitely play them if you haven't already. And we hope you give him a heart and queue up his levels. So we hope you subscribe to Left Stick Right Stick to check out all of the other creator interviews that we bring to you. And hopefully we'll have qwert __ interviewed as well soon. So see you guys next time. Enjoy!